network.
25,000 cameras work with 3,500 new security barriers.
To protecting our 200 kilometers of tunnels.
But we're more than just stats.
We're reliable.
We're dependable.
We're safe.
London Underground.
Getting people where they need to go since 1863. Safely.
The Buccaneer, this is the bug. Hello, resistors, it's bug time. Are you all sitting comfortably? No? Good. That's as it should be. This is the bug. I'm Andy, and joining me to analyse the latest blowflies to emerge from the corpse of a once free Britain, it's Alice.
Hello, Andy.
And today, we're going to talk to you about Albion, your friends and mine. Alice, the government has extended Albion's contract and have also posted that violent crime has plummeted to a record low. Now, extending Albion's contract, to me, that's like having a pet dog, let's call it Nigel for the sake of it, that attacks you every single day and thinking to yourself, wouldn't it be nice if Nigel had puppies?
That contract has been extended so many times, it's like the neck of a politician that's criticised the government.
I'm not sure entirely how those contract extension negotiations went, probably like a footballer. In the old days, I assume Albion's agent was leaking stories to the press about how our favourite private militia was being tapped up by Barcelona. The government panics and thinks, well, we better get them signed up before it's too late. But still, violent crime, a record low, although I imagine that probably depends exactly how you count it. If you include violent crimes committed by the state, either themselves or via Albion, their chosen violent crime contractors who provide such a very valuable bargain service of beating people up, well, it's probably not quite as low as the figures suggest.
I don't know, I think they're probably right. You have the opportunity to commit violent crime these days anyway. The moment you pick up a fruit knife, you get tasered by a robot policeman and deported for looking Bulgarian. It's a much more peaceful society. It's just much less of a society.
I want to know the details of the contracts. Alice, I mean, are they paid per dissident duffed up? Is it a set rate for each extrajudicial state mugging? And what is that rate? What do you think?
Well, they certainly look like they're trying to hit a quota of some kind.
Well, what is the set rate? Is it 99.95 cryptos bargain? It seems very reasonable indeed. I imagine they don't ask too much anyway.
Well, here I am. Now what?
There doesn't seem to be any obvious peril, does there? Have a seat and I'll ping back the IP sending us the distress signal.
Miss? A flip phone. Charming. But if it's a joke, I'm a bit lost.
It's a cryptophone. It's secure. Every device on CTOS can be compromised. If we're overheard, we're dead. Both of us.
Pardon me, who's speaking?
Not important. What matters is that I have inside information on SIRS, and I believe the people who framed you are rogue officers. And loath as I am to say it, DedSec may be my only hope to stop them.
I'm listening, but you'll have to win me over first.
Good. I hid coordinates to a meeting place on a device in that establishment.
Sabine? Bagley? What are we getting ourselves into here?
All right, that's a wrinkle. So this SIRS bloke says Zero Day are a bunch of Secret Service dickheads. I mean, I suppose it does make sense. The bombings were too sophisticated for randos, but SIRS could pull it off.
Officially, SIRS, or the Signals Intelligence Response Service, uses surveillance data drawn from CTOS to identify large-scale terrorist and criminal threats. Then they send Albion to shoot the threats in the face. For example.
And in the wake of escalating violence in London, the SIRS is extending the right to use lethal force to law enforcement and Albion securities.
Unofficially, SIRS uses your data to read your mind and arrest you for having naughty thoughts.
So we have means and opportunity, which leaves motive. SIRS are fascist pricks, but they're supposed to stop groups like Zero Day from doing terrorist shite. Why cause one? When you meet this guy, ask.
Definitely not. Definitely. Do not tell anyone not to come to it. It's definitely not happening. Usual time and place.
Market dips, shares roller coasters, cryptocurrency. There are those who like to speculate to accumulate, and those who just want to make sure their money is safe. Main Bank has been offering loans, savings and mortgages since we were founded in 1867. That's why we're sticking with the pound. Only legal citizens.
I have a problem. Our contact's not here, and there are signs of a struggle.
SIRS may be onto him. If you get access to the area's surveillance infrastructure, I can rebuild the scene in AR.
Right then. I'll see what I can do. Hello. What the blazes are you doing here?
I ain't seen nothing, Gov.
What do you mean?
Wait, you don't look... Oh, bollocks. You're undercover, aren't you? Trying to see if I'll talk, eh? Ain't gonna happen.
Oh, please. Just calm down.
I ain't seen nothing.
That's done it. Now return to the scene and I'll reconstruct what happened to our contact.
CTOS AR. Data
That appears to be our contact.
Bloody hell.
Yes, it certainly doesn't look like his best day, does it? Analyze the clues in the AR workspace to find out what happened to him. This is a non-lethal weapon, so odds are he's still alive, though he may not want to be. They've taken our SIRS contact away, but they may still be nearby. I can reconstruct the vehicle's path from unsecured CCTV recordings. That should allow you to follow it.
DedSec, the resistance and/or terrorist organisation, delete according to preference. Not preference, sorry, delete for the government, SIRS, Bloom, the Kellys, or Alvin. According to a SIRS official, DedSec is no longer a threat, which I guess is true, because it was never a threat in the first place. Reminds me of when my great aunt Gladys had her appendix out. Oh, that surgeon was a real threat, wagging that knife at me, trying to knock me out. They call a scalpel and an anaesthetic, Gladys. Anyway, if SIRS officials say DedSec is dead, I guess we have to assume that DedSec has never been stronger. But do worry, Alice.
The reconstruction's nearly finished, and so's our contact if you don't hurry.
I don't think I'm allowed to have one. Will it be the self-selected, algorithmically designated information equivalent of a propaganda state? And every resistance that I've ever seen is weaker than a British pound. Like, hope is an expensive thing to buy these days.
Right. I mean, is it all totally pointless? I mean, can feel pointless. Then again, I've spent almost all of my life doing pointless things like watching sport.
It looks like our contact's assailants stopped here, but I can't see them nearby. Let's analyze the data to see if we can find out where they went.
CTOS-AR. Data reconstruction in progress.
Our contact's assailants are switching vehicles to elude pursuers, which is standard operating procedure for private military burks like Albion.
Albion? I'd have thought they'd be sirs.
What can I tell you? They're mercenaries. If you keep looking, you might find out why they're interested in an SRS whistleblower. I've completed a thorough analysis of the vehicle and concluded it is a van.
Fascinating. What else?
Well, I could also mention that the minute traces of sand in the tire tracks indicate that it's been on a construction site recently. But you know me, hate to sound like a smartass. I've been scanning nearby construction yards for Albion activity and, long story short, some dozy git has forgotten to turn off the security camera in the makeshift torture room.
Let's see it.
I'm not who you think I am. You're Malik, a SIRS officer and a leaky fucking twat. It's not me. I swear to God. Please, please.
Well, I suppose we've come this far. Bagley, drop a pin. Let's go save this tosser.
Restricted area? Restricted my ass.
Terminating the search.
calm down. I'm with DedSec. You called us.
Of course. You shouldn't have come here. Now they'll know for sure I've betrayed them.
I just saved you, dipshit.
No, you've just damned us both. Look, I'll upload the intelligence onto an anonymous FTP. They'll explain everything.
No, how about you explain everything?
My name is Richard Malik. I'm an intelligence analyst. I believe Zero Day are rogue SIRS officers who framed you for the bombings to seize power. Now they're murdering or blackmailing anyone who threatens them, which now somehow includes me.
All right. We'll have Bagley check the intel. Don't make me regret this.
That I can't promise.
Malik has made his way out, and now I suggest you do the same.
I'm undecided on him as a man, spy and all, but we should check his information.
All right, 1 second.
You know your onions, Bagley. Check his intel, then organize a briefing for us, will you?
Auto drive now enabled.
I will go along with what the group decides, but I don't like this. We should walk away.
You're just bloody wrong. He needs a helping hand.
May I present the third option? Just use him. An SIRS whistleblower, even one you don't trust, could still help us find the arseholes that blew up half of London and framed DedSec for it. You don't have to invite him to your birthday, just use his information.
Good call, sweetie.
All right.
I'm here. Are you ready to begin?
Here's the gist. Malik's intelligence checks out. A rogue faction of SIRS officers framed DedSec for the bombings to consolidate power over the government. But now they've noticed that some people are standing up to the new order, and they're blaming you.
I believe these are the people you call Zero Day. I don't know their names, but it's safe to assume they have a ringleader. And in my experience overseas, removing the leader...
Right. Knock off the boss and Zero Day will follow. But why us? Why now?
2 weeks ago, a shell company connected with Zero Day's operations imported 40 kilos of Semtex from an old Soviet bloc depot. But it never left London, which means Zero Day is planning a bombing that will make those earlier bombings look like a bonfire. And I think I know why.
As we're all now painfully aware, false flag attacks are a common propaganda tool for despots. Kill a load of people and the rest fall into line behind whoever says they won't let it happen again. In this case, Zero Day.
Which means we both want to discover who's pulling Zero Day strings and stop them.
We need to get hold of the personnel dossiers of anyone connected with the earlier bombings and their cover-up. Then Malik and I can analyze their common connections and work out who's in charge of Zero Day.
And I'll be on the comm to observe.
So if Malik's right, Zero Day are some kind of shadowy cabal of spies who blew up half the city to secretly take control of the government. But now they're pissed off that someone's standing up to them, so they're going to do it again. That's awful.
I agree. You'd think they'd come up with something besides another bombing. Bit of a double beat, isn't it?
Think Zero Day's trying to teach us a lesson again? Because we're fighting back?
Cut that victim-blaming shit. I'd rather get blown up 1,000 times than lie down just so some wannabe tyrants can stamp on my face.
But first, it's a question that no one's really addressed. London is going to be safer than ever, Alice. SIRS is installing thousands of additional CCTV cameras. So much there. Still on cameras, I'll always say.
Yeah, it puts a lot of fun into my life now. I get to play this role-play game where I pretend to know my loved ones better than some twat behind the screen in the SIRS at headquarters.
I mean, I guess we shouldn't complain. SIRS really just stepping into the vacancy left when it became patently obvious that John had retired. We think the similarities, omnipresent, omniscient, judgmental, stripping away your finances and freedoms, dishing out random punishments.
Auto drive now enabled.
All it needs to do is ban me from eating something. What's it going to be this time? Not bacon again, please. Please, not bacon. Courgettes. Ban courgette. I can take you banning courgettes. I'm happy with that.
Makes me feel important knowing that I'm being watched with everything I do, Andy.
Well, it's just not reassuring, isn't it? It's like having an extra aunt.
This is the aunt that gets drunk at Christmas and vomits in the kiddie pool, right?
Yeah, but this is the bug on the Buccaneer. Let's move on now to sport. Well, the closest thing we have to sport now. Right.
I'm here. You're stealing SIRS personnel dossiers. The organization is strictly compartmentalized, so they aren't stored in one central location.
So, we're spying on spies. Suppose there's worse ways to die. What's the plan?
SIRS uses a supercomputer called Filament to process information drawn from the CTOS network. It's like Noodle if you could use it to search every document on every civilian, government, or commercial device everywhere in the United Kingdom. Instantly.
Bugger me!
You can be horrified if you want, but it's saved thousands of lives. Get access to a Filament terminal and I'll provide you with the search terms.
Nothing here.
So this is Filament. Impressive. I can help you break in, but we're going to leave a trail, unless of course Malik has an idea.
There. I persuaded Filament Security to log that Spiderbot's activity as system maintenance.
In my experience, spies tend to be less helpful than you.
It's not like the movies. Spies aren't the police. I believe in working with the lesser evils like DedSec to protect society from the greater ones.
So why did Zero Day kill all my friends?
There are differing schools of thought.
All right, got the dossiers, whatever they are. See you all soon.
Well done.
Here are the SIRS files. Now what?
Right, so we do a simple CTOS contact analysis and work out I'll have it done before you can say Guantanamo.
I'll handle the classified data, thank you very much.
It would be so much faster if I worked with you in order to do this.
The people in these dossiers are connected, but not necessarily complicit. It will take intelligence expertise to separate the wheat from the chaff. And when I discover something actionable, I will contact you.
He's disconnected. Pleasant fellow.
Gotta admit, this whole DedSec thing's got me chuffed. And I'm bleeding good at it too.
You wouldn't have been recruited if DedSec thought you'd be killed that easily.
Oh, good. A snarky sidekick AI. That's gonna take some getting used to.
Don't pay too much attention to Bagley's comments. Excellent job.
I have Malik for you.
Right, put him on.
We have to meet. There's been a complication. I can't access the files you stole.
Hang on. What?
The files are logged, and a moment after we got them, I received this.
Possible. So,
Well, we absolutely are doing that, Andy.
Hello, Richard.
fair play to the government for
We see you're trying to find us by looking into our associates. That's a good idea. Hope you don't mind if we borrow it. Who was your masked savior, we wonder?
I've sent Bagley the coordinates for a meeting. I hope I don't need to explain why this is a priority.
Did you hear the one about the woman who went into the immigration processing centre and was never seen again?
No, Andy, I didn't hear that one.
Boom. Set up, punchline. For those of you unfamiliar with it, the immigration processing centre is, of course, where so many of our guests to Britain go for a longer than desirable game of involuntary hide and seek. You are listening to The Bar. I will conclude by saying, out of all the things wrong with Britain today, I think immigration is right up